Halo sahabat Art Moments Jakarta, apa kabar? Semoga semua dalam keadaan baik. Jumpa lagi di acara Art Moments Jakarta Visit Museum secara virtual. Kali ini kita akan mengunjungi Museum Azman, sebuah private museum yang terletak di Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Selanjutnya kita akan ngobrol dengan Faiz Adri, Direktur dari Museum Azman. Apabila Anda berkeinginan untuk mengunjungi private museum ini, silahkan untuk melihat semua informasi terkait di website Museum Azman www.museumazman.com. Memasuki halaman gedung Museum Azman, kita akan melihat banyak sekali karya-karya patung dari seniman ternama. Yang coklat ini yang tinggi adalah karya dari Anthony Gormley. Kemudian kita akan berjalan melihat karya dari Yoshitono Monara yang tingginya hampir 3 meter lebih. Selanjutnya kita akan melihat patung merah ini yang seperti Bambi dari Walt Disney. Ini adalah karya dari Paul McCartney. Selanjutnya yang seperti kursi ini adalah karya Alex Seaton. Dan sambil berjalan kita akan melihat karya dari seniman Indonesia Albert Yonatan. Selanjutnya kita akan memasuki ruang dalam dari Museum Azman, di mana akan banyak kita nikmati karya-karya seni dari seniman ternama dari Asia, Eropa, Amerika, bahkan dari Australia maupun Afrika. Selamat menikmati.
So my name is Faiz. I am currently the director of Museum Azman, and I also sit on the board of National Art Gallery in Malaysia. And I've been in the art scene for a couple of years now. Yeah, so that's a little bit about me. So Museum Azman is a private contemporary art museum. We're based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, back in 2016. So we've been running for about four years now, going strong. And we house over 1,000 artworks and sculptures from various artists, from not only local and Southeast Asian, but also from the West. And we display them on a rotational basis. So we do have a number of modernists in our collection. Like I said, the artworks that we place in the museum, we display on rotational basis. So we do mix the collection up in the museum a bit often. So as I mentioned, we collect a number of various artists, not only from Malaysia, Southeast Asia, but we do collect contemporary artists from the West as well, like Damien Hirst, Anish Kapoor, Neil Roach, Anson Kiefer, for example, all the way to local homegrown favorites like Khalil Ibrahim, Saya Ahmad Jamal, Ibrahim Hussein. From Malaysia, from Indonesia, we have Harry Dono, Yuniza, for example. So those are some of the artists that we house and display in our museum, basically. So when we started out Museum Azman about 4 years ago, I think part of it was because we're very passionate about the arts itself. But over the years, see that especially in this region, there's a lot of potential in terms of the artworks and the artists. And we noticed that there's a lot of these young emerging artists, local artists in Southeast Asia, their access to the wider network of artworks is very limited. So throughout the years, we developed the museum in a way to house both Western and Eastern contemporary art under one roof next to each other, so that artists and emerging artists from this region are able to have access to these artworks, to see what it's like out there, what are the artworks that are being shown on the international level, So exactly what you said. Over the years, we've had a number of guests walk through our doors, from credible museums, galleries around the world. And as I mentioned, we house both local Southeast Asian artists alongside big names like Anish Kapoor, Damien Hirst, and Zulkifli. And it's to give these artists exposure to the wider network of the art industry, not just local. So when we had these international guests come, and they were surprised to see that these artworks, these big names, movements basically. But it's refreshing to know, and it's exciting to know that I think we're on the right track. So this is one of the ways for us to sort of validate that process basically. I have a number actually. It's so difficult to choose because there's so many great artists, both internationally and locally. International artists, I would say Alex Katz. I really like Alex Katz. Niraj. I know it's just something about the way he does his artwork. It's the surrealism of the art itself. It's very captivating. Of course, Kiefer, just because of the sheer magnitude of the artwork itself, and the process behind the making of the artwork, I think is very impressive. For local artists, I have a number of favorites as well. Ibrahim Hussein is one of my favorites. Khalil Ibrahim as well. And so those are some of my, like I said, there's too many, I don't know which one to choose, but these are the ones from the top of my head that I enjoy appreciating basically. Before that, I just want to add one more favorite artist of mine, Kahinda Wiley. I don't know how that hit my mind, but he's one of my favorites. It's just the way he paints his artworks is just mesmerizing to me. So Kahinda Wiley is one of my favorites as well. In terms of the next steps for or the next big plan for Museum Azman is, you're right, actually we are in the middle of building a library. We expect to be completed by, I think, sometime in October. So this library, is to complement the museum itself, and it's to be a place where art enthusiasts, can come and increase their appreciation for the arts through reading books, periodicals, catalogs of various artists, not just local but international. So, and to answer your question, in terms of whether we have the books or how we're going to collect the books, is that we already have about 7,000 to 10,000 books at the moment in our possession. So it's just a matter of time until we, house the books in the library basically. So we're gonna, like I said, we expect the library to be completed in October. So, just before October, we'll stack up all the books there, and art enthusiasts can come and read up on art and increase their knowledge on the arts. I think that's a very important, added value to art enthusiasts. First of all, just to make clear, our museum is currently still private museum. We only accept guests by appointment. So, but those who are interested, they can head over to our website. It's www.museumazman.com. museumazman.com. And you can know more about our museum there, and you can also submit a visit form. So for those of you who are interested in visiting, you can submit the visit form, and then we will basically go through your application, and then we will invite you at the best possible dates available, because right now there are quite a number of people on the waiting list at the moment, so we still have to plan around the visit times.
Demikian kunjungan kami secara virtual ke Museum Azman yang terletak di Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Kami mengucapkan banyak terima kasih kepada Dato' Azman dan juga Faiz Adri dan juga semua pihak yang sudah membantu kami membuat video kunjungan virtual ini. Sampai jumpa kembali di acara kunjungan virtual Art Moments Jakarta ke museum dan galeri berikutnya.